Hey, I'm here. I'm a little late. I was listening to a podcast and then now Apollo's bothering me with some shit. And I don't know what's his problem. He just suddenly started whining at me. So I'm trying to deal with all that. But I'm here. I'm here. Hey, y'all. Good to see y'all. It is July 12th, 2023. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm RC Cola coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas here. Oh, on this hot ass day. It was so fucking hot. Like, I just don't even. I've been getting cut early at my job, which is frankly pissing me off because I need the money because I got to pay the bills, right? But also, you get cut in the hottest part of the fucking day. So you go outside, it's like 3 o'clock, and that sun is like beaming down on you, and you got to get your ass home. Luckily, I live across the street, but those like 5 minutes are not fun. No fun at all. Woo! Hey, fuck you. Good to see you too. Welcome to the show. All right. Well, it is 9:05. I'm a little bit late, so we'll be going to about 10:04, 10:05 tonight. I'm going to be here for the next hour doing Oracle readings for y'all. So if you're a looky-loo or you're a new person, you just clicked on and you don't know what's happening, I'm the OraCola. My name's RC Cola, the OraCola, and I consult the oracles for y'all in communion with the universe, always, always. And we do this through several oracles that rotate, but the current list of oracles is in the description box down below. Just click that down arrow on your device and you'll see the oracles. If you would like to get a reading from me, what you got to do is put your question in the chat, which means you got to be logged into the Google so they can, harvest your stuff for their AI. And then you got to also in the same chat put your oracle selection in all caps. So put your question and then the oracle selection in all caps. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, YouTube will not censor your question. And that's another thing. If you have a question to ask, make sure it's YouTube friendly. And if you don't know what a YouTube friendly question is, well, you're in the wrong fucking show because all of my regulars know what the deal is. So look it up, bitch. All right. Okay. Well, before we get started, we always do our ritual. We have our usual ritual of things that we like to do to welcome the universe to our space and make sure that we're grounded and settled and ready to interpret the shit. So I want to check out my hair. I feel like my veil's a little poofy tonight. I don't know. I still can't find my normal clips. I'm using these weird decorative ones that don't quite have the same amount of clip. So it just bunches up weird. Whatever. As long as there ain't no wall showing behind me. We good? All right. Okay, let's do the ritual. Now, the first thing we do is burn the sacred wood. This wood is sacred. It was harvested from a foreign country, likely by indigenous folks who use this ritually, but also ship it to us so us white folks can use it ritually as well. Thank you for your service. Okay, so we're going to burn this, let the universe know we're here. It's going to get that Apollo smell out of the air and just let everything kind of be fresh and different and perfumed. Next up, we're going to ring the bell. Here's our little copper bell. We're going to ring that for the universe, let them know we're here and we're ready for some action. So come on, universe, and show it to us. Yes. All right. And then what's our next thing that we do? Oh, yeah, we do this thing. As long as the battery's working. We got our pathogen wand. Ooh, it's full of dog hair. Yuck. Okay. I don't want that to get in my drink, but it's floating that direction. Hey, air currents. Hey. Okay, so this is our pathogen wand. This is going to be waved around our space just to make sure that there ain't no pathogens, whether man-made or natural. We don't discriminate here on the OraCola. Pathogens are pathogens. And we're just going to like wave that around and make sure that we ain't got no cooties before we get started. Don't want to give the universe no cooties. That would be rude. Okay. And then we got our Prospera spray. This is for abundance. Ooh, so dusty too. Everything I own is just perpetually dusty with dog hair and dust. And I go through this shit once a week. Y'all see it. Y'all are here with me. I get this dusted off at least once a week. Every time I pick it up, it is still fucking dusty as fuck. This must be my cross to bear. It's all right. It could be worse. Way worse. All right, this is our Prospera spray. We're going to spray this over us to rain down abundance, the good abundance. Don't forget, you manifest your abundance. Don't forget to manifest the good abundance. We put that down. And then we pick up our Florida water. This is going to anoint our chakras and make sure that they're nice and lubricated for the transformation that we are all going to get into right now. Okay. All right. We have done the ritual, which means we can open the chat to questions. So if you got a question for the universe, if you got something bothering you, sticking in your craw, giving you the night sweats, whatever it is, tell me about it. Put it in the chat. Let the OraCola know what's burdening your heart. And I will consult the oracle that you choose. Or even if you don't know what oracle you want, you just have a problem. And you're like, gosh, OraCola, I don't know what to do about this shit. It's weighing heavy on me. I would say, honey, put it in the chat. And if you don't got no oracle selection because you can't choose, you're just like paralyzed with choice, I will let the universe choose it for you. In other words, I will just pick one for you because the universe works through me. It's how it all works. So don't be afraid to put your question in the chat if you don't have your oracle picked out, because I can do that shit for you. Let me serve you. Okay. Look at that. Wonderful. Digital diviner for fuck you. Is Doug gonna bust my balls when it comes time to get paid? Ooh. So I don't know what Doug has to do with you and how getting paid is involved with y'all. But here's what Dick Wood has to say. Let me get the dog hair off. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. All right, we're going to ask about this situation. Possibly. I would say if you have, I don't know what your situation is, whether you owe them or they owe you, or if it's a different kind of thing. I would say just bring some fucking donuts the day you think the shit's going to go down, because that will soften the blow. And don't be cheap and buy the day old shit that has the sticker on it that says day old. No. Spring for the fresh shit. Everyone can tell a fresh donut. Everybody. This is like ingrained into our it's like ingrained into our modern consciousness. If you live in the West, you know what a fresh donut tastes like, as opposed to a shitty stale donut. So bring the freshest donut you can and bring a variety, because everybody's got different tastes. So you got to spring for a dozen. And then hopefully the conversation goes well. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You can hedge your bets, but you just don't know. All right. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Wonderful. I'm glad your project went well. Congratulations. Yes, fuck you. Bring them donuts, bitch. Whenever you're in trouble at work, bring some fucking donuts. If you're a lazy asshole at work, bring the donuts once or twice a week, not too many times a week. That's trying too hard. You got to gauge it, you know? You got to gauge the interest of donuts, or it could be any other thing like kolaches or any kind of breakfasty food. You can bring that with you to work occasionally and get lots of bonus points that will get you maybe through a firing. Like you might be on the verge of getting fired, but they're like, you know what? They always bring the kolaches on Tuesday. Always. And that might give you an extra couple of weeks to get your shit together. So, yeah, don't scrimp on the work like encouragement. Bring it. Bring it. Oh my gosh. Lava Jeans, OraCola choice. I have recently discovered my pup is incontinent. Oh, I'm so sorry. Should I go with doggy diapers or male wrap like a cummerbund for nighttime? Okay, so this is just a choice between what will work best for you and what will work best for your situation. And there's options. Um, Honestly, I think you should try both of them and see what works best. And I know that's not the best choice, but hell, you're going to try them both if one of them fails anyway, right? So I would say just give both of them a try, regardless of how well one works as opposed to the other. Try them out both. And if both of them work, then just pick the one that's least expensive. Yeah. But here's the oracle I choose for you. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, we're talking about dog diapers. What should we do? What should we do, universe? I think we're going to do the Celtic Oracle because that one's very complex. And, this is a complex situation. And we're still feeling this oracle out, trying to see what it can do. So hold up. Let me get this out here. Oh, God. I think my lash is coming off. Hold up. Oh, no, it's just a hair. Lash is still on. Okay. Here we go. There are very few kolache places in Central Florida. Oh, I'm sorry. If you had a kolache before, and there's like sweet kind and like savory kind. Basically, it's a pillow of bread, kind of like a biscuit, but not as dense, a lot more like fluffy, with either some filling of some kind of fruity thing or some kind of sausage. And that's your varieties of kolaches. It's some kind of, just like bread thing. It's like a pig in a blanket, except it might be sweet. But yeah, it's a Central Texas thing. I investigated it. It just supposedly is from like the Central European folks who settled here. But that could be a lie. The man lies about shit all the time. So I don't know if it's true. I just know that's what I was told. Oh my goodness. It's the German version of empanadas. Yes, Prance. Hello, Prance. Excellent observation. Yes, it's the German version, or maybe the Czech version, or whatever other European version of it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, don't get your hopes up, fuck you, because a lot of times when you get an actual kolache, it's been in somebody's like car for like 6 or 7 hours, or they've actually flown it to you, and by then it's fucking stale. So unless you can actually go into a kolache shop where they actually make them there, and you can actually order them within like that 3 hours of them being made, because literally there is a cutoff time for kolaches. And I think all of us need to acknowledge it right now. We're all here in the same space, and we need to say this and acknowledge it and not feel shame about it, but just say it because it's the truth. Kolaches don't taste good after about 4 hours of being alive. You have to basically eat a kolache when it's still hot or warm for it to be the most delicious thing ever. After that, a staleness sets in. And I think all of y'all know what I'm talking about. We might be in denial about it, and that's okay. You know, we're proud, we're Texans. We don't want to admit that sometimes we're wrong about shit. But I promise you, if you stop at the kolache shop that's amazing in your town in Texas on your way to Thanksgiving with your family, and it's like what, Wednesday? It's Wednesday at like, okay, say you're leaving around noon. Okay, you leave around noon, you get to the town around maybe 2 o'clock. You get there, you get them kolaches right before that shop closes, because you know that shit closes at 3 o'clock before Thanksgiving. You get there, you buy the last of the little dregs of whatever's left. And then you eat one or two and you're like, these are pretty good. By the time you get to your relative's house, which is like 3 or 4 hours later, them kolaches is shit. Not worth eating. It's like a wisp. It's a will-o-wisp of culinary delight. You have to capture it in its moment. After that time, it is not worth it. So yeah. I just want to warn you, fuck you, that sometimes the promise of a food is very dependent on the time and the place. And as a Canadian, I would not seek out a kolache. I would wait for that kolache to hit you in the face when you're in a place where kolaches are actually made. So that's my advice to you. But back to whatever I was doing. I was doing an oracle reading and I got off on a tangent. Look at that. Maybe I should make that a short. It'll piss a lot of people off. Yeah. What did I miss? I missed my thing. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. The choice was the incontinent pup. Oh, yes. Sorry, Lava Jeans. I got distracted. All right. Incontinent pup. Here we're doing the Celtic Oracle, which means we have to consult the book. Let's see. What is this? This is Losgan. Oh, it looks like a frog. Looks like some kind of toad or something. Let's see. Let's see what it says in the book. I'm going to look it up real fast. We're still playing with this oracle, even though it's cumbersome. All right. Losgan, frog. Yes, this is a frog. The frog is connected with water, the purification of rain, and natural springs, which, with their protective spirits, were a sacred source of healing in the Celtic world. The frog is therefore strongly associated with medicine and magic and offers this potential to humans who are open to these energies. Okay, so this means for this situation, and I know you're just trying to figure out the best thing for you, and I gave you my personal advice because I couldn't help it. But I would say water is important here. So you might need to monitor the water intake. If they need more or less, this might affect your choice of that particular accessory to help with their incontinence. Or it also might be like, maybe need to wash them a little bit more because they have this thing on and they might need some more like cleansing in that area. There's a lot of ways you can interpret this, but the frog is your goalpost. So whatever works for that as a frog. Good luck. All right. Yeah, put the frog in the diaper too. Everything. If you got a frog, it needs a diaper. You're welcome. How was my birthday? It was fine. I I I was the day after the show, so I was in a good mood because I had a good show last week. I feel like it was a fun show. And I went to work and it was fine. I've been getting cut. Like I said, I don't remember if I got cut that day. I might have had a full day, so that was good. And then, I came home and I didn't do a whole lot. I just kind of chilled. I did get myself though some charcuterie. So I went to the liquor store to get me some liquor because it was my birthday. But also at this one liquor store, there's this like fancy section of food, and they got like salami and some chorizo and some other stuff that I like certain cheeses. And I was like, I'm going to splurge on some like charcuterie. So I got me some chorizo, which I already ate, some Spanish chorizo, not Mexican. It's different. And then I got me some manchego cheese, which I've ate like half of it, also Spanish. And then I got me some salami. I ain't opened that up yet. I'm saving it. So I basically just ate like salami, not salami, but cured meat and cheese for my birthday dinner. And I ain't complaining about it, not one bit. I didn't have no cake or nothing sweet. I was fine with it. I just had the meats. I feel good. I feel good about it. Yes. Specs. You're right. It was Specs. You know where I went. Okay. Magic Hate Ball up here for Prince. Is Ken Paxton really Citizen Toxie's real father? I don't even fucking know what you're talking about. But I'm going to do this hate ball anyway. Good Lord. Hold up. Oh, these glasses are so embarrassingly horrible. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I can. Okay. Hold up. We're going to shake it like a Polaroid. And we're not going to go further in case we get copyright struck. It's just like giving you edging. Karen's just edging you right now. She don't even want to answer this question. She's just like, nope, you get the edge of this bitch. So, yeah, there's your answer. I shook it a lot, and she did not budge from that position. So that is definitely what Karen's into for your issue. Sorry, but you picked Karen. Okay. Pornicle, is it me or has the 2022 vintage of Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc a little bit more flabby and meh than the 2021? Okay. This is a very particular question about a subject I don't know shit about because I ain't never had that wine, much less the two vintages you are talking about. However, I'm happy to be a conduit for the universe to answer this question. And keep in mind, the universe might find this a frivolous question and might choose to give you a sarcastic answer. So just be prepared with what the pornicle puts out. Okay. To do the pornicle, we have to do the number, the random number generator. We're drinking my usual shit. Random number generator. Hold up. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's wrong website. I had to upload my tickets to my Tears for Fears concert on Monday to my phone. And now suddenly it's becoming a problem. I'm like going to have to close this whole damn app and reopen it. The Chrome app, by the way. It's all about Google. But yeah, I'm going to do that shit. So, I went to see The Cure in May. And then I just got this like wild hair to buy these tickets to Tears for Fears. I only know like 4 or 5 of their songs real good. The rest I'm like, whatever. But I feel like I need to see them before they die. Because I'm getting to the age where all my like childhood like musical influences are starting to croak. I need to start wrapping that shit up, Not being lazy. I always regret not seeing Joan Rivers when I could have. Because there was a time when I was on the fence about going to her show in Austin, and I could have gone easily could have afforded it, could have spent the time, could have done it, but I was lazy. I was like, no. Joan's always here. I'll just catch her the next time around. Guess what, bitch? She died. And I missed my chance. Oh, fucking Ticketmaster. Fuck you. No. I want you to get out of my fucking Chrome is what I want. I don't understand what's happening. Hold up. New tab. I have to do a new tab here. Okay. Ticketmaster just took over my fucking Chrome on my phone, which is crazy to me. All right. Now we're back on track. So random number generator. We got 755 pages in the OraCola. Which one should be the answer for this frivolous question? 376. 376. Okay. How about 376 for this one question? Hopefully, this will be very important. 376. 376. 376. Here it is, next page. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. Based on your question, and this is like a larger picture, obviously. I would say, hold on, is it in frame? I would say maybe the new vintage is better. You're just not giving it a chance because obviously this lady is on to the next thing. And whatever's behind her is in the past. And it ain't even like connecting with her no more. It's just like in his lap. He's taking a breather. And she's like, guess what? There's a hard dick next to me. It has a different flavor, but guess what? It's giving me what I need. So I would say give your new one a chance. Don't be so connected to the old one. Maybe the old one is not serving you no more. Obviously, it's limp there in its lap. So yeah. There's your answer. Good luck exploring that. Yes. We had a digital diviner after that pornicle. Is a frog's ass watertight? I mean, I don't know. I have not studied a frog since I was in school and had to dissect one, but I don't remember the ass being watertight as a lesson. But here's what Dick Wood has to say. What does it say? Forget it. No, it's not watertight. If that frog's ass opens up, water's going to get in. Just like if your ass opens up, water's going to get in. It's just the way it works. If you ever gone down like the speed slide at the water park, sometimes you get a little bit of an enema. If you're just being a little bit like frank about it, you get a little bit of an enema. You got to go to the bathroom and expel that water that got shot up your asshole because your bathing suit was shot up your asshole and you was going down some crazy incline at a speed that is not natural for a human being. I'm just saying. I'm not saying from experience. I'm just saying it could happen. Okay. Does a cloaca even count? A cloaca is a different thing entirely. Cloaca is the entrance to many things. I don't think you can say it's the same. Yeah, not the same thing at all. Oh, it's 9:35. Should we have some tea, y'all? I'm thirsty. So I've slowly gotten over some of my tea ennui. Not all of it, but some of it. And I've been like putting some more things in the pot. So we have a few things to choose from this time. Okay. Yes. Here we go. Oh, water skin incident. Yes, that could do it too. Anything that's forcing water up your ass is possibly going to be a problem. Just saying. All right, here we go. What's the tea tonight? Oh, lab-grown meat. This is this thing that the man has been trying to push on us for quite a while. Started out with the vegetarian, vegetable, weird meat that they grew. Like, remember when corn came out? It was like kind of a mushroom, but it was grown in a lab. And some people were like deathly allergic to it. And it was like a thing. And then it suddenly went away. But you could still buy that shit. I tried it. I didn't think it was very good. But, you know, I was open-minded. I'm open-minded. But I don't think lab-grown meat is the way to go, honestly. Why would you do that? This is so stupid. This is so dumb. This is why this is dumb. You could take an animal, including a human. It gets like grown in a person or an animal or whatever, and it gets spit out of a vagina or, you know, cut out of a uterus, however it works. And then, you know, it grows and it becomes another animal. And then this is how we propagate, right? The animals eat things. Some of them eat just plants and grass and bugs. Some of them eat like meat, like other animals. Yeah, this is how this shit works on planet Earth. Now, we got people who are animals, by the way, let's not forget, who have decided that it's so much better to create a replica of this natural thing that exists because and this is where I get stumped because I know why they say they're doing it. I know why they say they're doing it. I don't understand it fundamentally as a person, why this is better than what is already here and why this is more environmentally conscious, why this is better for climate change. You got to have electricity for all that shit. You got to have like lab conditions for all this shit. You got to have so much supply chain for all this shit when you could just maybe find a stray dog. I know this is terrible, but follow me here. Find a stray dog. If it's pregnant, it has puppies. Guess what? However many puppies you got, raise them bitches up. You got meals. They're like little chickens you got. Every single one of them puppies is dinner. And that is how it works on planet Earth. And if you think that you can replicate this primal experience, this life or death experience, this reckoning by sanitizing it with electricity and laboratories and plastic, layers and layers of plastic. No, you cannot. So this is a bad idea. It's just the man pulling the wool over your eyes about some other shit that you need to like get back to basics with. Acknowledge what you are as a human. Acknowledge it. Don't be afraid of it. It is what you are. You can choose to live however you like as long as you're not hurting other people. I don't care. But you know what? You cannot deny the fact that lab grown meat is wrong. It's fucking wrong. Lab grown plants too. I'm there. I said it too. Like all of that shit's the same to me. You know, I don't differentiate between plants and animals. They're all fucking alive. You got to eat something alive if you want to stay alive. This is the way it works. So, lab grown meat, boycott, not a fan. Sorry, not on board. Fuck you and the fucking lab grown meat you wrote in on. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's 9:40. I got about 25 more minutes left in the show. If you have a question for the OraCola, please put it in the chat. If you're a looky-loo and you're not logged into Google right now and you want to participate in the show, all you got to do is log into Google. It takes 2 seconds to make an account. If you don't have one, if you have a Gmail, you already have fucking Google. Just letting you know. And then you can get into the live chat. Make sure it's a live chat, not the top chat. And you can put your question in. That's how we do this show. You get to participate because we are all together and it's a very small group. Now, if it gets bigger, it might be more difficult. You might have to pay money to get an Oracle reading. Jump in now while you have the chance to do it for free. Hey. Yeah. Na, 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 na. Oh, it's so horrible. It's the worst. I know. Disgusting. No. Yeah, no, it's horrible. Everything is bad. Everything about that whole thing is a bad idea. I can't think of a single good thing about it. All right. I think I scrolled up. I don't think I missed anything. Woo. Do, 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 do. All right. Oh, a crystal for the week. All right, PNG. Thank you so much for your question. Your questions keep the show rolling. Here we go. Let's find a crystal. It's going to give us some guidance for the week for PNG. Let's see. I have all these smaller decks now that I've kind of retired some of my bigger ones. And the crystal deck is huge. These cards are thick, super thick. It's like, wow. And there's so many of them that we have not even seen. Like, we've been getting a lot of repeats. And I don't know why. Because I shuffle this shit thoroughly. But, you know, the universe has to say what it's going to say. So, I don't know. Here we go. Oh, appetite. We've gotten this one before. Get out of your comfort zone. Might want to do something different. Might want to do something crazy. Might want to just try a new thing. I don't know. Maybe read a different genre of book. This is how you can interpret this. It can be extreme or it can be a very mild thing. But I would say choose this as an adventure. Say, this week, I'm going to do a new thing. I'm going to do something different that I would never do. I have never done. I mean, there's all kind of weird shit you can do. Like, there's still kava bars. I ain't never done that shit, but they still exist. People still do that stuff. I think you can still do oxygen. Remember when that was a thing? When you can just go and like hook up to some oxygen for a while. I know that IV bars still exist. Like, people can just go and get an IV. And if you don't mind getting poked with a needle and just laying there for 30 minutes, you'll like feel fucking amazing. because they just pump you full of vitamins and shit. So yeah, try something new. Maybe just like a manicure or a pedicure, different length of nail, a lot of ways you can interpret this. Yes. Well, Prince, you can do one anytime. They exist everywhere. Remember when the flotation tank thing was a popular thing? I got me a subscription to one and I didn't even use them all because it was kind of weird. Like I enjoyed it, but it was also kind of weird because you go in this place and you're like, okay, I'm here for my flotation appointment. And they give you a room, like it's a private room, and you get undressed, you get naked, or you could wear a bathing suit, I guess. But I went with it. So I got totally naked. And then as soon as I get in, I'm like, who else's pubes are in this fucking thing? And I had to like remind myself, no, that's not why I was there. I was there to experience the float. So I got rid of the pube issue in my head. And then I was laying there floating. It's easy to float. It's full of salt. That's how it works. It's like a big old salty tank, and there's like it comes over you, and they got some LED lights in there, and it's hot and steamy. And I had to crack it open because I get hot flashes. But I'm laying there, and eventually, after like 10 minutes, I'm like, man, my neck hurts because you're trying to keep your head up. So they're like, yeah, you can put yourself. So I got me a floaty to put under my neck, and then it was fine. And I dozed off, but then you got to get out of it. That's the worst part about them things. They don't let you stay there for like 8-9 hours, which is what you really need to experience being like in the womb. You got to have a lot of time to disconnect. And let me tell you, an hour and a half is not enough time to disconnect from the daily life. It just ain't. It was a fun experience, but yeah, remember when them were popular? Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. I that's the same thing with like massages to me. I've had a few and they're fine, but ultimately, what I really want is I want someone to just like be massaging me all the time. I just want to be like on a table and maybe have like my neck supported in a good way, and then have a computer screen in front of me so I can like type, but then my arms laid down, and then the rest of me is getting completely pummeled and massaged and manipulated by somebody that knows what they're fucking doing. And it's not sexual at all. It's just like someone working me up. Like I could do that all the time. And I feel cheated when I have a 50-minute massage because I feel like 50 minutes is just warming me up. I ain't relaxed enough yet for that shit. You got to give me more time, baby. More time. Mama's got to get worked up to that shit. Just saying. Yeah. That's how it is. Magic 8 Ball. Should Patrick let me pick his outfit in Animal Crossing again? Ooh, well, Karen was not keen on the first question that was asked. So let's see what she says here. She might be in one of those moods. Let's find out. Oh, she did give us an answer. Concentrate and ask again. Oh, she's being a bitch now. Look at that. Concentrate and ask again. You ready? Concentrate. Ask again. All right, here we go. 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 Yeah. So what's that scenario? Oh, it says. Oh, it's very foggy. Oh, come here. I think as I see it, yes. Karen is on board with this. Oh, she shimmied away, but maybe you can see it there. She said, as I see it, yes. So, unfortunately, for whoever's on the other side of the situation, you're just going to have to capitulate and let the video game shenanigans commence. Yes. Oh, can you have a tarot guidance about my upcoming medical procedure? Oh, yes, of course. Well, hopefully it goes well. That goes without saying. Let's see what we got here. And by the way, y'all, I don't have no scratch off this week. Of course, if you have your own scratch off, you can actually do it whenever you choose during the show. I don't discriminate. I couldn't get to the store. I had to use all the cash in my purse at the thrift store the other day because their internet went out and they didn't have no credit card. So I had to use all the cash I had to buy this one thing that I'm going to wear to the Tears for Fears concert. And it was $3, but you know what? Normally I buy a $1 to $2 lotto ticket, and that wiped me the fuck out because they don't have no $1 tickets at the Asian store where I go to normally. Apparently, that is a thing. And at HEB, they don't even have anything below $5 in the easy machine. You got to stand in line at the fucking like customer service if you want to get a dollar ticket. And sometimes there's a line, and I ain't got the time for that shit. So, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Medical procedure. Tarot guidance. Oh, the Emperor. So just don't be steamrolled by them medical professionals. Make sure you've read up on your shit. You know what's up. You know what you want. And don't be a pushover. I think it's very important for you to advocate for your own medical benefit. Excuse me. Because a lot of times people will just like defer to their doctor or their dentist or whoever. No, you have to be informed about what's out there, treatments, the symptoms, the signs. Like so many people do not get heard because they just go along with the doctor saying, well, chances are it's fine. And I ain't saying there's anything wrong with you. I'm just giving this as an example. But a lot of times people will be like, okay, doctor said it was fine. Well, I don't need to worry. Well, no, if you feel in your gut something's wrong, bring that shit up. And if your doctor won't listen, find another fucking doctor. I think there's a doctor shortage these days. So it might be not as easy, but hopefully a lot of the shitty ones have weeded themselves out. So you might find a good one who is able to help you with whatever's going on. But we also have our own empowerment these days. And I know the internet is rife with misinformation. I have to say that. But the internet is also full of good info. You just have to be able to discern what might be bullshit from what might be useful. So, yeah, just be the king of your kingdom. Go to your appointment. Don't be like bowled over. Make sure you're always in charge. And good luck. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. All right, 9:53. We're about 12, 13 more minutes in the show. I don't know if we got any more questions. Oh, you're welcome for your mail. I did send out some mail to some folks. Fuck you. I'm sorry. You're in Canada, and it's hard for me to send mail to you. I don't even know if the last mail I sent you got you, but I did send some mail out to some folks. And if you didn't get a mail, well, let me know. If you're a regular watcher of this show and you want me to send you something in the mail, then just hit me up on either my Instagram or my Facebook. Send me a DM, or you can send me an email. And if you want to send me an email, it's rcoracola@gmail.com. You have to do a little digging in the fucking YouTube, but you can find that shit. And you can always find my Instagram and my Facebook on my description in my videos. So if I owe you a mail and you feel like you're entitled to it, bitch, step up and tell me, because I feel like I covered everybody, but I might have forgot somebody. So just let me know. Okay? Just let me know. No, I think it's 3 stamps for Canada. I think it's 3 at this point, but I don't know. That's just what I did. I sent something. I don't know if it got there. Hopefully it did. And it was just a simple thing. It wasn't no package or nothing, but yeah, I'm happy to send y'all things occasionally. I ain't saying I want to send them all the time. I'm just saying I like to send things sometimes as a little surprise, as a little like, I see you. I like you. I know you're there. Oh, good. Wonderful. See, okay, so we got there. Good to know that that address works. Because sometimes you just don't fucking know when it's a foreign country, even if it's your next door neighbor. So, very happy that it arrived. All right, y'all. I don't think I got any more questions. Yep, the hate ball was the last one. Oh, there's a new one for hate ball. Oh, TTU Spirit. Hey, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Getting mixed messages from a new guy I met 4 weeks ago. I'm always the first to initiate our text. Should I continue to put everything into this? Ooh, that's tough. You know, if you're always doing the initiation and someone is not reciprocating that, like they're not ping ponging you, that's usually not a good sign. But let's see what Karen has to say. You know, Karen has differing opinions often. Outlook, what does it say? Oh, it says Outlook good. Okay. So maybe you should. Maybe they're just shy. Or maybe Karen's just fucking with you and making you like go on a wild goose chase because she likes to see people in pain. But I would say here's the deal. If you go with your gut, always with these things, if your gut's telling you probably not the way to go, just lightly like disappear into the bushes, ghost, whatever you got to do. If you feel like it's one of them situations where they're just needing a little bit more time, I would say go easy. Don't go too strong, but just be present and aware and let them know that, you know, they're there. You're there. And if they want to pursue, you're available. That's the best you can do. You cannot be attached to the outcome. If it doesn't work out, well, you know, shit, there's somebody else down the road. So good luck with it. Yes. Right. You know what? Sometimes you got to let go and then you found what you need. Sometimes you just got to let go and you find what you need. All right. It is 9:58. We got about 5 more minutes left in the show. And I'm going to do a little tarot for the collective because I like doing that. I feel like it grounds us to everybody else who might be watching later, who might not be able to join us for the live stream, but might have, you know, things on their heart that need answering. And maybe this little tarot will give them some insight that they can follow to change their energy and manifest what they desire. I just said a bunch of word salad and I don't care. Okay. Here we go. Tarot for the collective. Ooh, swords. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna have to be on our bullshit detector this week. Yes. Always be on guard for the bullshit. It could be coming from the man. It could be coming from somebody you know. It could be coming from the salesman who's trying to make you buy some shit you don't actually need. There is a whole lot of things that could be going on with that. I would recommend looking up the swords as a tarot suit because it represents a whole suit and see what that means. And maybe you might find something that triggers you to think about it in a different way, that gives you some insight, whatever. You know what? The thing is, we got to be sharp. We got to be sharp this coming week. Don't be caught off guard. There's a new moon coming. And here's another thing that's happening. The nodal action, let me try that again. The nodal axis, which is where the sun and the moon cross on the ecliptic. This is a point. It's a mathematical point where the eclipses happen. The nodal axis is important in astrology. It's the Rahu and the Ketu. It is the forward thinking versus where you were in the past. Like, it's a lot of different things, and it's different for everybody depending on when you were born. But the actual nodal axis points have shifted if you're following the tropical astrology, which is different than the Vedic, just letting you know. If you're following the tropical, the Western, what most people here on this side of the earth do, next week, the nodal axis is going to move from Scorpio Taurus, that axis, into Libra Aries. And that is going to be a big old shift in everybody's kind of go get them and how they feel about things and how they're like taking care of themselves. There's a whole lot with that shit. So this week is important. So be on guard, be sharp, be aware of the bullshit. Just keep the smelling salts going. Just like don't let the smell get too distracted. Just be able to sniff it out. And if you see the bullshit, get away. Get away. Or if you see them weeds coming up, cut them away. Nope. No. Okay. Yeah, axis. Noodle axis. I don't think that noodle axis is a thing. However, I do think that would be a hilarious name for a noodle shop. I think that's probably patentable. You could probably patent that, TTU, the noodle axis. You might need to have some really kick-ass noodles to bring. Like, you could name all your noodle dishes after astrology shit, and that would be even better. It might be a novelty restaurant that lasts for 5 years, but you know what? Those 5 years will make a lot of fucking memories for everyone who ever dined there at the Noodle Axis. So there you go. There's your idea. Run with it, baby. You got my permission because I ain't going to write up that business plan. I ain't no noodle cooker. I ain't had noodles. I don't even know how long it's been. Now, I do like me some noodles, but it's been a while. So I try to eat a little bit less carby these days, except for my liquor. All right, it's 10:03, y'all. I feel like I'm kind of caught at the end of the show. If you had a question and I missed it, I don't know if I missed it. I feel like I got them all. Yes, I did. I most certainly did. Oh, what is this? The Rocky Mountain Razorback. What is the best way to deal with prophetic dreams? Okay. Well, you didn't tell me what oracle you wanted, but since we're low on time, I am going to actually use the tarot for you because I am the OraCola, and that is usually my first choice of medium because what the hell? I'm that basic. All right, Rocky Mountain something, Razorback. And welcome to the show, by the way. Best way to deal with prophetic dreams. Okay, so this is the tarot. This is going to be an archetypical kind of explanation. You might need to delve into it further. But this is going to be the general thoughts and themes that might lead you to understanding, if you catch my drift. Okay, here we go. Yes. You're welcome, TTU. Bye. Glad you stopped by. Okay, here we go. Prophetic dreams. Here we are. Ooh, justice. So you need to think about what's fair about these dreams, because I think a lot of times when we have dreams that we feel are important to us, we're actually just maybe, and I hate to use this word, I ain't going to use it. I'm going to say it a different way. We're fooling ourselves about what's actually important about the dream. We focus on the things that are terrifying or scary or emotionally jarring, whatever it is in the dream, or the person that showed up that triggers us, whatever. We focus on that shit instead of the minutia of the dream, which is what's the context? What is the background? What's happening? What's going on? I have a lot of anxiety dreams myself, and they're always about not getting shit done. Like, that's a constant, but the background's always changing. Like, it might be about not being able to get shit done in this environment as opposed to a completely different environment where the shit that needs to get done is different, but it's the same idea, but the background's different. So I would say, if you are worried about your dreams, try to think about them differently. Give them some fairness. Like, look at them from the perspective of an outsider, perhaps, and somebody who is looking at it from, they're not personally in it. They're just like observing it because you told it to them. And then if you can kind of step out of yourself and give it a little bit of like, okay, this is what this is, and this is what this is, then the prophecies might reveal themselves even more, even deeper. They might not be the surface prophecy that you actually initially thought. They might be a different prophecy that's even deeper and more meaningful. So, yeah, take a step back. Give it a layer of, we're going to like judge this on the pros and the cons and make sure it's all like totally and completely on the paper and balanced. And then we're going to apply our crazy shit to it. Only once we've like laid it all out on the line are we going to go be like, this is what this means. Cassandra, blah, 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 blah. All right. I hope that worked out for you. Thank you for asking a question at the 11th hour here on the OraCola. And speaking of the 11th hour, it is the end of the show, y'all. I love y'all so, so much. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me here on Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. I will be here next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Time here on youtube.com/channel RCola. Hey, if you are not subscribed to my channel already, if you're seeing this later, whatever, and you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, all them glorious things that all the YouTubers have to say, so that, maybe we'll grow this a little bit more. If you got friends that you think might enjoy this, then please clue them into it. You can always watch my live streams later. I got other shit on my channel. I got other shit on the YouTubes that ain't even involved with my thing, like old shit I've done. You can find that shit. There's lots of shit out there about me. Anyway, I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Remember, be sharp. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.